welcome to Sousa Farm. Today we're gonna bale our second cotton hay. So I'm just gonna go check, see if it's dry enough. I caught it the other day, about 3 days ago, and I don't have a tether this time. I never need it, so I had to tether by hand, so that was fun. So I'll show you. So that's pretty much it. We caught the top fill and we caught all of the back fill down there, and I tethered it this morning twice already by hand, so that was fun. And now I'm just gonna check here, see if it's dry enough that I can bale it, because they're calling for rain. Chance of showers anyways, and it already rained last night, but not here, so that was good. So at least it didn't get soaked. So this top field here is, most of it is all alfalfa, so it takes quite a while to dry, but it's crunchy now. The stem's still a little bit green, but the leaves are good. So I think I'm gonna use my rake and I'm gonna rake it, and by the time I'm done raking it, I know the back field over there, most of it is dry because there's a lot more grass into it. There's not as much alfalfa or clover. I'm gonna start baling, and I'll just do this section last, and it's a good, really good breeze right now, so it should be good by the time I get here. I'll be probably in an hour. Yeah, so let's get to it. Let's rake some hay. So I'm not going to be talking much in this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Kubota to rake, and I'm going to go and rake, and I'll video a little bit of it, and then I'm going to be hooking. I was sick yesterday, so I'm still under the weather a little bit. So then I'm going to go get the Ford. I already hook up the round baler to it, and this time we're going to make round bales because I just don't feel like picking up square bales, and will be the first time using the round baler, so let's see how that goes. So anyways, I'm gonna go down here and start raking. I'm gonna rake this one last because it's still a little bit wet in the stems, so I'm gonna go rake the one that knows dry, and once it's rake, I'll go get the Ford and start baling. So let's get to it. Okay, so it's all raked. I just gotta get the pitchfork and fix up the end of the rows there. But we rake everything. Cows are in the shade. That's my homemade hay tether. So it's not much in this upper field, but this one has quite a lot. That has, I figured you probably get, I don't know, round bales, hoping it more than 10, but we'll see. So I'm just gonna fix the end here. It's pretty dry. It's just gotta be as dry as I can get it. I don't want it to be too dry, because it's all alfalfa and clover, you will lose most of the leaves, and that's what most of the nutrition is. So I really don't care if it's not too dry. Hey guys, you guys going to have lunch? They came and see me before I go get the tractor. So meaning the other side, she's pregnant, I'm pretty sure that. She already weaned the calf. And big boss cow here, I don't know, I don't think she's pregnant. I think actually she's in heat right now, because Minnie was jumping her. And the calf's still milking, so they're munching clover. They put a lot of weight on. Hi guys, they have access to pretty much this whole corner, so they have more than enough to eat. Okay, I'm gonna go get the tractor to bale some hay for you guys for the winter. Huh? You guys be good. Ooh. Trying to jump her. Minnie would jump her just a couple minutes ago, and she's just standing there, so I'm pretty sure she's in heat. Okay, I'll see you guys later. So this is our setup. Will be the 5610 with the Massey Ferguson 450 round baler, brand new to me, never used. I repaired a belt last year when I got it. Actually, two belts I repaired. This one there, and the other one I'm not really sure. I see the belt is already intertwined in there, so I think they'll just go back in place. We'll see. Okay, so the way it goes, spit your drive and you drop the head. I oil everything, so we drop the head here. I'm pretty sure you just drop it, pull the handle. Let's just see how it is. You pull this handle backward and the head drops. That's pretty much all it drops, because there's a spring there pulling it up. And you have the rope that goes to the tractor, and when you pull on it, this thing will drop down, and then eventually this will catch to round the bale, the twine. I think that's how it should be. So anyways, obviously I could make a couple bales and see how it goes, and then video after, but what's the fun in that? So I'm just gonna video the first bale and see how much I screw it up, because that's the fun of making YouTube videos anyway. So let's get to it. I'm going to turn it on and start baling. We'll give it some big low. Again. broke something. Was a damn mouse in there. He came out. He scared the shit out of me. Yep, I broke something. I lost my bale. Well, mistake number one. Make sure the gate is locked. So I lost my bell. I'm wondering if it's because the gate wasn't locked. So we'll open it and fix it and start over. There we go. So we had a bit of the problem with the round baler. Damn thing is a piece of crap. I think the problem is the belts are too loose. The belts need to be replaced. The guy told me that when I bought it. I got it for like 200 bucks. He said that the belts needed to be replaced and the rollers needed to be new rubber. So I'm not going to be keeping that one. So I made one round bell. The first half one, the problem was it wasn't locked. I didn't check and it wasn't locked. So once the hay started going in, it just came right off. And so I dump it and then I keep going. And I think that because there's loose hay in the back there, it was more hay than clover. I mean more grass. It packed it pretty good. But then once I got into the clover, the belt just started sliding all over the place, and the clover went right through the belts into the inside, and it just made a hell of a mess. So I don't have the time to play with it because I really needed to get the bills on today. So anyways, tomorrow I'll open it up, clean it up, and I'm not gonna replace the belts on this because it's way too much money. So I'm just gonna get rid of them thing, and I'll just do square belts. So this one here, as you can see, this is mustard corn. That's from the top there, and I just baled that because I can use that for pig bed or for chicken bed. So I baled it. So anyways, we did square bales instead and a round bale. So please, I can say I did a round bale. So I have one round bale and a bunch of square bales. So I'll have to pick them up tomorrow. It's just it is what it is. I don't know how many I have. I didn't count them yet. That little square baler never let me down, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I'm gonna have more work picking them up. I like the square bales because you can stack them nice. But anyways, maybe I'll take a look at that baler and I change my mind, because round bales are easy, but well, I have one. It's a beginning. So anyways, so we're gonna see how many we got. I know I start baling over there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that half round bale was 7 square bales. So I have one in there. I figure half, that probably will be 15, I would say. I have no clue. And let's see how many we have in the baler here. Underneath. 227. So 227 minus 150 that we did last time. That's almost 75. So 50, yeah, 77. Well, that's not bad. 77 squares plus that one. I'll say it's about 100 bales, more or less. So that square baler there never let me down. It's an old Massey Ferguson number 3, and that thing works like a Cadillac. He missed it in 100 bales, he missed it 1 knot. That's pretty good. So anyways, I'll pick them up tomorrow. It's not gonna rain overnight, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna let them in the field, and tomorrow morning I'll pick them up and stack them, and that's with the round bale, it's close to 100, so that's pretty good. And that will be our second cut of hay. And what I'm going to do, I'll probably take another cut out here at the end of August, if I'm lucky enough. And that should be more than enough hay for me for the winter anyway. So anyways, that's how we do hay round bales. We did one, so at least we know how to do one. And how we make square bales, second cut, 2023. Okay, so it's the next day. I just got here, so I figured before I pick up the bales, because they have a little bit moisture on the top there, I'm gonna show you the problem with the round baler and why she didn't work yesterday. So I show you around. So the problem is, as you guys can see there, the belts are skipping because they're too loose, and it's just because they're weird, because you can see the inside of the belt in there. It's just like this one has a bit of rubber, but look at that one. That one is just fabric. And then the other problem is that the roller that drives the belts is supposed to drive the belts anyway. That one over there in the top, the rubber is pretty much gone on it. And I'm pretty sure that that one over there is supposed to have rubber to hold them in place. And the rubber is gone, and that's why they're skipping, and they're not staying in place. So when the hay goes in through the head here, it goes between the two rolls, with the rubber is pretty much gone too in that roll there, but the hay went in no problem, so that was not the problem. The problem is the belts in that roller there, that I'm pretty sure is supposed to be rubber in there. The belts are just skipping sideways, and the belt comes right through. So I could replace the belt and replace the roller, and I may check the price, but I don't know, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 belts. Well, the one in the side there is not bad, and I could adjust the tension, and I did, but it's just not doing it, because the belts are just skipping, and then they don't stay in place, and the hay goes right through the bell, right through the belts. So I cannot make, so I made one round bale, because this is clover, most of it is clover. So you can see there's a lot of clover in there. And that one was the first row, was pretty much all orchard grass and timothy. So I guess it's lighter, so it stayed more in place than the clover. The clover will be heavier, so the belts will hold in place, I guess. That's just my opinion. So anyways, I'm gonna check how much it would be to replace the belts and that roller in the bottom, and if the cost is not crazy, I may do it, but if it's too crazy, then I'm just not gonna do it, because it's just not worth it, because the baler is pretty old. But anyway, so that was the problem with the baler, and that's why I abandoned making the round bales, because I had to get it done. I don't have time to play around, and I just went ahead and did square bales. So I'm just gonna wait and let the doom there evaporate when the sun comes out, and then I'll pick them up and start them. I think I have about close to 100. I didn't calculate yet, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go and get this thing out here, clean the baler, and then I may ask my neighbor his opinion on it, see what he thinks. But I think that's pretty much what the problem is. So that's the update on the round baler. I'm gonna go and check that round bale. I didn't even did it too heavy. I did it probably 3.5 feet. I never let the bale get to the 4 feet because it was pretty heavy. So I'm gonna check it to see if it's hot or not. But he did a pretty good job wrapping it. So he wrapped it pretty good. I had a little bit of trouble because the mice got into the twine, so I had to pull a little bit of twine off, but it's pretty heavy. But it does a pretty nice round bale. As you see, there's not much clover in here, that's why. And they're packed pretty good. Just checking for heat, see if it's hot. No, it's not hot. It's pretty cold. So that's good. Yeah, it's pretty cold. So anyways, we got one round bale and about 90 square bales. So that was a pretty good day. So anyway, I'll keep that one in there, and I'm gonna talk to my neighbor about the baler because I really want to make round bales, because I'm getting old to load square bales into the wagon and then stack them inside. So we'll see what we do. Well, this one doesn't have much to eat on it. That's just corn stalks from last year. So the only reason I baled that side, so in the bottom that's not bad, but over here, this is where I had the corn, so I got to put it all on the ground, and then I seeded. There's a lot of dandelions there, and then I cut it, and when I go to rake, I knew I was going to pick up all of the corn stalks in the bottom, but I didn't care because I'm going to use those bales for bedding for the winter, for the cattle, and probably for the chickens, instead of leaving them in the ground there, because it'll take quite a couple of years probably for that thing to rot. So like that, now the field is clean, and I probably have about 7 or 8 bales like that, and that's going to be perfect bedding for the cattle for the winter anyway, so I don't really care. So well, I'm gonna take this thing away and clean it up and put it away, and then we'll come back and pick up the bales. Okay, so that's it. They're all loaded up. We got about 100 with the round bale. So anyways, I'll let it sit in the wagon for a couple of days, and then if they're not heating at all, I'll stack them away. Second cut of hay for the 2023. So thank you for watching. Till next time.